Hey guys, welcome to Pet Rambles. I'm Pet, and today I'm going to ramble about Red Rising, a book that I give up. I've read 47% of it, almost half of it, and I gave up. I realized that for the past 3 weeks I've been dreading going to read, even that I had a pretty good run from November until now, where reading at least 30 pages every day, and I go to Red Rising and I was like, I have to go and read. What's going on? And like I remember making a video, my last video, about the books that I've read in March. I said that I'm reading Red Rising and I'm at 20%. Now I'm at almost 50%. I'm like, I can't do it. I've stopped enjoying reading, and I'm not saying that it's a bad book. I'm not saying anything actually, just that I haven't finished it. And I'm curious to ask you guys, is there something wrong with me? I know that what I like, you might not like, and so on. I keep saying this in a couple of my videos, and that's fine. I have other books that I'm preparing to review that I will say objectively that they are bad, and so on. I'm not going to say anything about this book that it's good, bad, or anything. I'm just asking you guys, is it going to get any better or anything? I just don't want to force myself to read more, especially since I'm really not enjoying it and I find it incredibly boring. In the context that there are a lot of other books that are making me, I'm much more excited to start reading other books that I know that there is a very, very high chance that I will enjoy. But why I've started to read Red Rising? Well, I've read a lot of fantasy in the last couple of months, and I just finished The Way of Kings, and I've started the second book from The Way of Kings, and after like 15%, I was like, this is another 1000 and something pages book. I need to read something else. So I've stopped reading the second The Way of Kings book. I forgot the name. And I was like, I need something science fiction. And it was mostly because I had a second friend who recommended it to me in the span of 1 month. I had someone who said Red Rising, and then this friend said again, Red Rising. Oh, I'm so in love with Red Rising. I just go and read, and I'm on the 10th book. And he didn't say that, but it's something like that. I was like, okay, endorsement, second endorsement that I'm getting in the second in the span of 1 month. Time to read it. I look online, I see good reviews, generally good reviews. That's the stars. I haven't started to read the reviews. I've only looked at the stars. Okay, this seems to be something that I would maybe enjoyed. So I had no expectations. I didn't know anything about the plot, just that it's in space or something. And I actually knew more about, I know about the Red Rising, the board game. I didn't know anything about the book. So anyway, reading this book and now, me writing the script of the things that I want to tackle, I realized that maybe I'm not a big fan of rebels or anarchist books. Even that I would enjoy something about an infiltration and things like that. If I am to enjoy anarchist or rebellion or things like that, I have to be more immersed into the world to see why are they doing that. So maybe there's something there. I'm mostly mentioning this so I can look in the future when I'm reading other things and then maybe cross-reference with what I'm saying right now, because maybe there is a thing there. I just don't get this like, oppression. We need to fight it. But yeah, why? Why are you doing this? Okay, I get it. You're being oppressed. But give me a bit more context. I can't empathize with you. Like, I don't give a shit about your oppression, about what you are there. It's a book. Give me context about why is there like so I can empathize some more with you and be like, oh, okay, I see why you are doing this. But anyway, so yeah, a little bit of a timeline from what I understood, from what I've read so far. Again, spoilers from now on in case you want to read the book, go read the book. So it starts with a miner who's 16. He's on Mars. Everybody's on Mars. And he finds something, and then he's supposed to receive some kind of award, but there is some injustice that's happening there, and their clan or something, they don't receive that award or something like that, right? His wife, he's 16 and he's married. They get married at 14, but she waited for him to get to 16, something like that. So they get married. Okay, which is a bit strange, but I guess, okay, it's not Earth. There are different rules there, different things there. They get married at 16. She does something bad, and she gets executed. She's trialed. I don't even think that she's trialed, but she gets executed. And she's doing some of those cliche rebel things on how she's singing a song that's nobody should sing that song because it's sticking into the system. And because she sings that song and she sacrifices herself like Jesus, she is now the spark of rebellion. Shake. Okay. Then second chapters, her husband, this main character, which I don't even know his name, does something stupid again. Now he's getting executed also. So everybody's getting executed here. I don't feel for them. I don't care about them. Fine, get executed. I will get later into the why. But he gets saved by his uncle, and now he's being. I think they still think that they have executed him, but they kind of do something where they switch the body or whatever they do. But he's not dead. He's alive. And they are starting to. They will start to change his body, but besides that, they are getting him into space, and they see that, hey, the terraforming is actually completed. You guys are not really needed to terraform anymore, or something like that, but you are still being exploited like slaves, because they are reds. It's kind of like a hierarchy system, and they are slaves, and there is no need, even that they believe that what they are doing, God's work here, terraforming for the humanity. They are being lied to, and they everything is terraformed. Yeah, okay. They start to modify his body and train him so he will become a gold, which is the high class thingy. So probably they can do some kind of infiltration, and they will do some kind of maybe sabotage or something. I don't know, but this is what they are doing. And he infiltrates in some school, and I'm starting to do. They are starting to do some kind of those trainings and then challenges in that school. And then he's discovering these other colleagues that are golds from nobility, and he's not, and he's trying to do things. Anyway, this is how far I made it. I don't know the character names, only the I wrote it down. EO, his wife, because it's a short name and a weird name. I wrote it down. I don't know the character names. I don't really know what they're doing. I remember the uncle. The uncle, he used to be part of the resistance from the beginning or something, and he cares about the uncle or something like that, but I knew anything about them. So what I'm trying to say is that the characters are boring. There's no depth. There's nothing for me to care about them. The plot line is like, okay, what's the plot line? Why am I going to look forward? Where's the curiosity for me to continue reading? There's nothing there. There is some kind of like, again, as I've said, some kind of rebellion. They are being lied to. Okay, a little bit intrigued, but then it might be also because he's at this school when he's doing stuff, and it reminds me of Ender's Game, which is another book that I really didn't enjoy. I finished, but I really didn't enjoy it. I didn't care about it. It's science fiction. People say it's good. It's kids in space. Anyway, not going to spoil you about Ender's Game if you want to read. But yeah, maybe this reminds me of that, and I just don't care about what's happening here. It's a chore. It's boring to read. I'm not getting excited. I'm not getting any kind of empathy. I'm not drilling anything. It's easy to read like this. Chapters are finishing, chapters are starting, but I'm like, why am I reading this? Anyway, other things that I wrote here. Starsky Shake, as I've said, EO sings some song that's supposed to spark some rebellion. Why is this 16-year-old character having this urge of rebellion? So I get it that, when you're young, you're impressionable, you have this urge to rebel against the authority. Sure, it can happen here, but then she's like sacrificing herself. You're 16. What do you know about hardship? Why are you doing this? I mean, I would have empathized more if this was some kind of older character, important character that we get to know more about it, and then he decides to sacrifice himself, let's say. Then maybe, I can see why he's doing it. So the younger generation is going to lift the rebellion and rebel. But she's fucking 16. I don't give a shit about her. I cannot empathize with this character. I cannot see why she suddenly. Who taught her to do that? Why is she? Again, it's not Earth. Maybe people like it used to be in the medieval times. Kids have to start working when they are walking already. Go buy bread or something, but I get that they get more mature faster, but you are still only 16 years old. I don't care about the fact that you killed yourself by singing some kind of song. That who taught you that song? Maybe I'm going to find that in the future books or something, but I don't care about finding that. Maybe it's some kind of secret. It's just fine. I cannot empathize with this character. That's what I'm trying to say. There are a little bit of hardships that are being shown by the fact that they have to mine, they have to do some things there. They have been treated unjustly. When the execution is happening, you can see the smugness of the main character, the leader, the boss, or whatever he is. That he's like an arrogant prick. But again, let him be an arrogant prick. Show me the other things. It's his character. I cannot hate that character just that he's an arrogant prick. He's doing his job. He's having his fun. I can empathize more with him. Like, do your jobs, guys. I can empathize more with the guy who's prick than the rebellious. Then we have those executions, which again, it's happening early on. There's no character build up, so I care about the executions. I only have those things that I just mentioned. And then you have this other dude who's the main character who, oh my god, his 16-year-old wife, he's also 16 by the way, she got executed. But if he's going to do that thing, like something with the legs, on how there's no gravity and they have to pull the legs so they get killed and they get hanged or something like that. If he's going to do something, he's going to also get executed. And he's doing that. And now he's also going to get executed. Which again, I don't care. We have 2 executions at the beginning of the whole thing. I don't give a shit about it. Why? There is no build up to it. There's nothing for me to care about those characters. And it seems to be like this important moment in this whole thing about those executions. But again, I don't care about them. Maybe I'm sick, or I don't know. And other things that I wrote there is infiltration stories could be cool. I've read, it's a different kind of infiltration. I've read the Star Wars Annihilation book that I made a review some time ago, which is cool. You have this build up of things. In this particular case, again, this guy is infiltrating it. He was changed. He has to see how he will behave in this new class or whatever. He's red again, and they change him to look like a gold, and he needs to behave like, but he doesn't know how to behave that well. But they taught him a little bit on how to behave. But then again, things moved fast to a point where I wasn't immersed enough in the training or something like that. And then he suddenly is there, and then I don't care enough for the whole thing, and I'm kind of repeating myself. Is this book young adult? Is the last thing that I wrote on the list. It's a term that I knew about from ages ago, but now I'm trying to process things a little bit better when I aim to read a book, to see if it's a book that I will enjoy, because it seems that there are things who are, particular made for young adults and not adults. And I do enjoy more grittier theme, more hardcore theme, because I'm a sick adult and so on. I don't enjoy romance, reading about romance and things like that at all. But maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. You guys tell me. Again, I'm not rating this book by any means. I've just expressed my opinions of what I've read so far. Are things going to get better? Should I power through it? Should I keep going? I don't know. I haven't read how things are starting, how things are ending, and about the next books. I've been told that maybe the next book is better or something, but I just don't care about the story. And there are so many other books that I want to read, and I've started a couple of trilogies already. That I usually start with the first book and then I move to other books just so I keep entertaining myself, and then I'm coming to the second book of the trilogy or whatever. This is not a trilogy. There are more books into this whole series. I think it's the 7th book is just coming this year or something like that. I don't feel that I should commit to the series. Again, tell me, tell me more about this. What am I missing? Anyway. Thank you guys for watching this. If you watched it, write in the comments. See you soon. Goodbye.